Buenos dias. So hopefully you enjoyed my adventure rides. Actually, my walk, because technically I walked all the way to Deer Valley from where I'm at. And let me tell you, that is a long walk. But how many people can do that? You know, to me, most of the people were very friendly with my presence, waved at me. Some people knew who I was. Obviously, being on YouTube will carry you far into strange land, right? Isn't that how I know a lot of these tail numbers by heart? I mean, I was sitting there looking at West Wind's beautiful Grand Caravan on the tarmac, and I was just sitting there right on. And it was real sad because I was the only one there. I mean, granted, it was a holiday, but same. I mean, you know, all I can say is to Deer Valley is it must be pretty sad when a chemtrail activist, airplane enthusiast, shows up to watch the airplanes because nobody else will. And I enjoyed it. Trust me, I saw the Centurion come off, tuck its gear. It was so quiet at one point that when the Cessna landed on runway 7R or 7L, sorry, when his tires hit the tarmac, or should say the runway, you could hear the chirp chirp, little chirps, because it was that quiet. And I was just like, wow, I was impressed. Both the situation. So needless to say, I hope you enjoyed my adventure. Yes, I went and cruised the federal quarters because obviously I wanted them to know that I am still alive and I'm still trying to get answers. And all they want to do is play distract, decoy, instead of just answering a simple question. But I think by my wandering around and my presence around Phoenix has definitely asserted the answer to the question. So, it's kind of neat at this point. A lot of people want to get out of Phoenix, but they don't know where to go. We went to a lot of places that were closed, and they were just like, man, this sucks. So, say welcome to Phoenix, right? So, yeah, I poke my head in here from time to time. Remember, I'm missing a tooth and I don't look pretty. I am not what we call internet glorified. So, needless to say, as we trek forward, it was more of a Hope Stove moment yesterday, because went into the gas station to get a beer, and I was like, man, this is something Hope would do. So I thought that was pretty funny. Having a Hope Stove moment, in a store, in a Circle K. It was pretty wild. Like I said, I walked. So I wore my shoes down a little bit more. And did some activism for everybody. My main drive, my main point, still clear. It's because people are lazy and they ain't doing anything. Nothing's been done. And I made, that's 3 big power drives for me that my legs are paying dearly for. My hips and my legs are paying dearly for it, but you still got to keep trucking, right? To all the other people, going through tough times, you just got to keep trucking. I mean, it's easy to give up. It's almost too easy to give up. So I figure, hey, why not, make it a battle? And no, I get out, exercise, make my presence, known to other people, enjoy parks. So I know you're not supposed to break certain rules at parks, but I believe that there's a little bit of leniency when it comes to the, what we call the park folk versus the average folk versus the homeless. So like I try to stretch that area a little, but I don't want to disrespect anybody on it. But needless to say, pick up your trash. That's all I can emphasize. Pick up your trash. Pick up your trash. So just kill my back picking up trash. If I could pick up something on the road, if I can reach down and I see a trash bin that's right there, I'll take care of that problem. But if I don't see a trash can, I can't help that piece of trash. But that's the incentive that I'm trying to instill in people is just pick up the trash. Stop being such lazy asses. And no, it was another note. It was good to see the Phoenix PD presence rolling around. Like I said, nobody jumping on me. Nothing Nothing spectacular. Like I said, I was waiting for all hell to break loose when I got up there, but it didn't. So I sat and enjoyed watching aircraft, which was a really fun thing to do. Technically, I'd ride my bike up there and lock it up at the front and just watch airplanes all damn day long. Hey, I could be the guy judging the cuts, the coming off the runway. I noticed a lot of them were real shaky coming off that runway. So, what other than that, I mean, hey, I'm nobody's judge. I'm just the guy in the corner doing his job and recording. And no, most people were very nice. I was expecting somebody to harass me. So I'm sitting on the bench in front of the tarmac, looking up, watching the sprayers, and watching N333Q fly over. Is that right? N33Q, right? 33Q flying over, and I was like, see, I knew I could draw you over to Deer Valley on your flight path. So they definitely got a hard on for me. I don't know why. Too bad it wasn't women, but they don't want me anywhere now. They said women would destroy me. So, and that kind of sucks, but I can see where they're coming from. So they said women would just ruin you further. So at this point in time, if you wonder why I'm kind of a cold-shouldered person, that's why. So needless to say, I understand where they're coming from. But it sucks being alive on a planet, watching it going down the crapper. And I'm doing my part, It's not like I'm the one there holding the handle, on the flusher. I'm the guy that's got his finger on the under his. I got my finger under that handle trying to keep somebody from flushing it. So, like I said, I've done my part. That's awesome. Like I said, I went out to do some very extreme activism. And everybody does, Haskell does his part. I do my part. Like I said, they've still been spraying. I hadn't taken a break. I mean, they're just not being bold and glorious with their spray jobs. But needless to say, and they know I'm watching. So just try to preoccupy my time, but most of it is spent outside exercising. I mean, I got a lot of sun yesterday, and I'm pretty sure the guy that was in the control tower was, coming out checking on me, make sure I was okay. I thought he was going to run me off for a minute, but no, he seemed to be pretty cool and copacetic with my presence. So I want to say thank you to Deer Valley. I'm going to do more of that if you don't mind. Come down. I try not to record the aircraft just because I know what it's like trying to have a private life. So have you noticed that you don't see any fuselage numbers, you don't see any tail numbers, you don't see anything on my recordings that I post to YouTube of my treks, because I have that respect for them. I expect them to likewise. It's a two-way street here. But to have somebody YouTube famous like me come down and hang out at Deer Valley, wow, that was crazy. So I've done KSDL, Deer Valley. My next one I'd like to do is KPHX. We were making fun of Goodyear yesterday. The mechanic and I were, he's like, yeah, they moved them over to Goodyear. And I'm like, oh, no, not where all the crap's at. And he goes, you got it. We got a good laugh. I was like, man, we got to rescue him from that. Get stuck out, having to breathe that garbage. Yeah. Needless to say, keep exercising, keep walking around, keep doing the tours. Like I said, a few people waved at me when I was walking, so it was just pretty cool. At least it wasn't guns and gunfire, which is kind of what I was expecting. So I was waiting for the bullets to start flying. Or somebody comes. I was waiting for the feds to come. Go, hey, we don't want you sitting here stirring up trouble. I'm like, does it look like I'm causing any trouble here? But no, it was good walking up in there because well, it wasn't a fear factor because trust me, I'm not afraid. But needless to say, I was just like, what's gonna happen? It's like a what if. So all I can say is I had a blast hanging out watching aircraft, especially that Centurion and the Cessna's flying. Listening to Transpac Aviation, oh my God, those engines are horrible. I think it was an N445 PA that cut across my right, and that engine did not sound happy. Or so was that or 929? But I'm just telling you, They got to fix those engines in those Pipers. They got to overhaul them, do something with them. You know, yeah, I pride Deer Valley in maintaining, you know, I would call it a crap engine if you ask me. But no, all the other ones were just fine. In fact, you could hear the difference in the engines as they were going over and going by, and the effects of how they have on people. You know how that sound penetrates its environment. So that's what I was assessing yesterday. So when I said this video is for you for Phoenix, that's what it was. Because, like I said, when I first got there, it was noise. One airplane after the next. Then I got to see the DA-42 take off, and he was doing his touch and goes, keeping an eye on me. I could definitely tell the DA-42 pilot was definitely watching over me. So, kind of weird to be walking on the ground and having somebody watching your shoulder, watching your six. But needless to say, I was awesome. So, no, much obliged, much appreciated. And, you know, I had to go fluff the FBI. I didn't want to do that, but I just wanted them to know that I'm looking for answers. And they're trying to play the avoidance. They spend more time talking about guns instead of about the environment. Say the Federal Bureau of Instigation should be investigating and solving problems, not causing them. And when they came out and fluffed my ass in 2019, right before I got electrocuted in 2020, they didn't seem like they wanted to help. It seemed like they wanted to harass. So I had 2 FBI agents harassing me in Morristown. So they, you know, especially when they asked, I said, well, why do you feel that your life is in danger? I said, I talk about chemtrails and wet surface air cooling. And he looked at me and goes, what's that? I was like, never mind. I really wanted to say, hey, do you want to just go back to the FBI and send 2 more intelligent people so that they can have an intelligent conversation with me? Because I am an intelligent person, somewhat. But you know how it is, you know. But the 2 local sheriffs, they helped, you know. They watched out for me. I noticed a lot of them were watching out for me in Morristown. You know, they knew what was up. So, and no, most of the time they just, you know, hey, they called their buddies and told them to stop. Let's put it that way. That's what happened. So if I bitched loud enough, okay, you know, I could get the F-35s to stop, but it took a lot of work to get the F-35s to kick back. And no, you do not want to be under an F-35 1,800 feet AGL above your head. No, I mean, if you like RF, okay, yes, but if you saw what I saw and the noise that was incurred, especially with its tear out on the thrust, it was horrendous. So, what else can I say? I've done my part. Well, trying to make the world a better place. But I guarantee you, a lot of people you'll have a lot of people come at you. But at the same time, you'll have some people step forward and help you out. Nobody ever did give me a cup of coffee, but hey, it is what it is, as my friend would say. So, as I go sit and I let my legs rest and relax, just want to say a special shout out to everybody on the social media sites that are paying attention and watching. So, you know, all I can say is watch out for the mosquitoes. I just want to say a big thank you. Make sure you're wearing your insect repellent and pay attention to the wildlife. Take care of nature. Don't do what the Georgia Guidestone says, leave room for nature. No. Clean up nature. Clean up. Because wherever I'm looking, there's always lots of trash. And I don't have a dump truck that I run around just picking up all the trash all over the city. But the idea is to incentivize people not to trash or not to litter. You know, just pick up your trash. Some hard work, okay? So, as I do a Rona moment, much love, peace out, and I don't know. You tell me the next directions to go. So, I need more good friends, more people that care, you know, people that talk right, people that are smart. So that, you know, what else can you do? That's what we use social media for. And the funny part here, this is just an addendum. I saw a half pink, half blue car yesterday, and I almost couldn't. I always couldn't stop laughing. I never seen somebody paint their car baby blue and baby pink and drove around Phoenix with it. I was in shock factor. I was just like, no, no. Anywho, time to go sit. Siéntate. Y'all have a good day. Hopefully, have a good Tuesday. Yeah, you know I am. I'm in your face. When push comes to shove and the end of the world comes, at least you know I came. I made my presence, and I got out of the way. Much love. Take care of mucho. And keep your eyes to the sky. Yes, there are chemtrails, but like I said, tell your local government, your local crooked politicians about it, right?